Hi guys, how are we doing? It is the 21st of December. We have got 22, 23, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. 4 videos left of Flossmas. I am nearly there. You know I really enjoy doing them, but yeah, we'll drop back down to a fairly more normal schedule after this, and I've got to pull everything for the end of year whip parade, which is going to be absolutely horrific. I might actually go back and, I don't like watching them, but sort of run through last year's whip parade and count up where I was, because I think I probably got double. I reckon from what I showed you last year, I think I've probably got double, and maybe only 1 or 2 things have actually finished and nothing fully finished. I've done nothing. I've literally done no stitching. I apologise. I do, however, have a small clip of Secret Santa, which made me slightly demented today because I couldn't seem to manage to do what I needed to do. I got there a bit later than I was hoping to be done, but I got there, and I think she likes them. She put a little picture up on our Clubhouse WhatsApp of them on the tree with her dog, and I was like, oh, she's got to know they're from me. But they don't know about me. No, they don't know what I do. They were like, my manager, of course, who knows, because these were for the owner. My manager, who knew that it was from me and that I'd made them, she was going, "Oh, they look nice. They look handmade," to her, because she was like, "Oh, these are really cute." I don't think she knew that I'd spent a half a day making them. But never mind, never mind. All right, eclipse coming in here. I look a little frazzled in that one because I've just done battle. I had just done battle with 2 tiny dogs. That's coming in here. Hi. Oh my god, you guys, I've finished them. It is 23 minutes past 2. I have just got enough time to jump in the shower, get washed, get changed and go. And I've still got to wrap up the little box I'm going to put them in. Oh my god, it has taken me all day. I would like you to meet the strange little flat coat retriever thing with a little bit of feathering. It's just better I just let it just twizzle because it's got a bit of a funny face. I have done my best. It's kind of sitting down like so, like that. Grr, woof, I don't know. Anyway, it's not the best. I think it's got a funny little snout. Doesn't look very much like anything, but to me, as a crafter, to me it doesn't look like anything. I appreciate to people who don't craft, that probably looks fine. Oh my god, we'll find out. And then the other one is a more tried and tested pattern for me. It's my little Labrador pattern that I have adapted to be a little collie dog. Here we are. He's got little pointy ears, little nose, little black beads, seed beads for his eyes. He's got his little white tummy. He's got his little marking on his side that I could clearly see in the tiny picture I had. I've opted for an white end of tail because I'm quite sure they all have little white ends of tail, and to me it just looks like a cat because it's very like my cat pattern, but hopefully she can see what I've tried to do here. I've put 3 little jingle bells on just to make it a bit more festive-y, and this one has a little glass bead and 3 little jingle bells. They're not very jingly, but there we go. Oh, I hope they're okay. Right, has taken me all day, and yeah, I've got to go. I've got to wash my hair. I've got to get ready. Oh my god, at least I finished them. There will be no stitching content tonight. That's it. I'm done. Kaput. I'll see you for the rest of it later on. Bye bye for now. So they were all right, weren't they? They worked out. I was actually quite pleased with them. The snout of the dog in 437, the retriever thing, he had a funny looking snout, but only to a crafter, only to somebody who knows what they're looking at would look at it and go, his snout's not quite right. I know it's not quite right. It is what it is, and it's given and it's done. And I got myself a really nice little scarf, and I don't know who it was from. but it's really nice, and I was quite happy with my Secret Santa. The lady I'm working with tomorrow was not so happy with her Christmas pudding nipple tassels. Poor lady. She's quite a bit older than me, and yeah, I think she was expecting something really super special, but she got one of the jokey presents, so oh dear, bless her. She didn't look very happy. But we sat there and sort of everybody looked at everybody else's stuff, and then I was like, I gotta go. So off I toddled and ended up at Aldi, and I was just, my head was just all over the place. I just walked around Aldi with the trolley and put all sorts of random shit in the trolley. I have, however, bought a very large turkey, which is a really good thing, because now I don't have to panic, I don't have to worry. It's in the fridge and it's done. I still have, haven't listened at me. I'm going to write really detailed lists. I have written exactly no lists, nothing. I've not done it. Surprise, surprise. So I'm still outstanding a whole pile of stuff. Well, a few bits and pieces anyway, which I'm going to have to go out and get. But not tomorrow. Tomorrow is my last day at work. I keep saying my last day at work. I've got all of 3 days off. But 3 days is 3 days. 3 days is frantic sweeping up the last things I need to buy and trying to wrap up 1,000 items that are going to get unwrapped not 2 days later. Christmas Eve is going to be a day of lounging in the house, stitching as much as I can. Oh, I'm hiccuping, sorry. Stitching as much as I can, manage to get done. And then Christmas Day, which equally will be a day where I pull out my trusty stalwart Christmas dress and it'll go for another go, and it'll go for lunch. The way we operate in our family, for lunch there's going to be my 6, my mum and my dad, my sister and her 2 boys. So there's going to be 11 for lunch. So I've bought a turkey that feeds about 412. So that's good. I'm assuming my cat's going to eat a large proportion of it anyway, and I actually really like turkey. It's one of the things that I'm always up for having a bit of. I always like turkey, as long as it's cooked nicely, and if you're cooking it yourself, you cook it nicely, and yeah, I don't mind a bit of turkey now and then. Anyway, so yeah, so we cook I say we, Robin cooks the turkey. Unfortunately, my big gas oven, I've got like a Range Master which has got like a gas hob and a gas oven, and then the tall skinny 4 or 5 shelf, 4 or 5 shelves in it. The gas oven is, the igniter's broken in it, so it just clicks the whole time. Now we can use it, it works, but it clicks constantly, which, if your brain's like mine, it just drives you demented in about 30 seconds. So Robin will joint it all up, get the legs off it, get the wings off it, get the back off it, cook the crown, and then cook everything else all in a... Anyway, I have very little to do with it, to be perfectly honest. I've washed my hands of cooking, so I've done 18 years of dinners, of kiddie dinners, of forcing them to eat their breakfast up, of making sandwiches that small children will eat, and filling lunch boxes until my eyes are bleeding in the morning, you know, and then coming home and cooking tea for children who want to eat all the biscuits and don't want to eat the healthy home cooked meal that I've just prepared for them. I've done it. I'm over it. Robin feeds the kids. I have whatever I fancy. Tonight I've had 3 cups of coffee. Yeah, I'll have something later. I think I've had something to eat today. I don't know. I'm over it. I'm over food. Every now and again I go right over food. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so yeah, so we cook the meat. Now my parents live in, you know, when I took you on a little drive through my little village, they live in that village, and it takes 12 minutes to get there. So basically we load up, hot turkey cooked on wrap. Usually laundry basket with a towel, hot cooked turkey, towel over the top. It's obviously all wrapped up in foil and everything. It's not just like soaking into a towel. Presents in the boot, kids in the car. We'll have to two-car it there because not everybody fits in any one of the 4 cars we have. Doesn't fit 6 people, so we'll two-car it to my mum and dad's. I'll say it's actually 9.9 miles to my parents. It's not quite 10 miles. In time for lunch. My mum does everything else. Just doing the turkey was stressing her out because it was using her entire oven, and she has a brilliant bloody oven, but she has a very good rotation on the go of everything that needs to be in and cooked and everything. And she'll still say that, oh, I'm so sorry, everything's rubbish, but actually everything's bloody delicious, because it always is, because somebody else has cooked it for me. Yay! Yeah, so we decided, I think we've been doing this for about 6 years, going over with the turkey and going, there's the meat. And then my dad's doing the sharpening his carving knife. That's a real, if anyone sharpens knives at work, I can hear it, and I go, oh, because it sounds like my dad. Because my dad always, Sunday, sharpening his carving knife on a Sunday is a noise, you know, it's one of those triggery noises from my childhood. So yeah, he carves beautifully. My dad's very precise and very meticulous, and he carves up beautifully. And then when the meal's all done, he won't just go and go, bollocks, I'm going to go and sit in my chair and have a nap. He will pick the carcass bare, and he will have Tupperware pots in front of him, and the breast meat goes in that pot, and the big, because we're not going to eat even half of it. The whole breast will be wrapped in foil, and then all the little pieces and bits will be in one box, and then there'll be leg meat in that box, and then all the odd little bits and pieces and the sausage meat and any pigs in blankets left will be in that box. And then he'll make, what he'll do is he'll keep a portion for him and my mum. He'll divvy up a little portion for my sister to take home, and then all the rest goes to us, because I hold the people of the family, because obviously I've had all the kids, so you know. Oops. Anyway, so yeah, the bulk of it will come back home with me, because they won't want, and everything will be tidied up and cleaned, whereas I could go down to the kitchen now and there's washing up from a week last Tuesday, because we let it go. Doesn't matter, it's not going anywhere. It's not like it's going to actually run off, is it? It will be there waiting for us when one of us decides it's time. Yeah, I should be stitching instead. Yeah. So, I finished my Secret Santa. I wrapped up a box that my boss didn't understand that she only needed to lift the lid off. She tried to unwrap it, and I'd actually like fastened the tape round, fastened the paper around the box. I'd wrapped the box so that you could still open the box, like pull out the tab and open the lid. But she wasn't even looking. Sometimes she doesn't look. She just like talking to somebody and trying to do it, and then she put her glasses on and had to look at it, and I was going, just pull the tab, and she was like, oh. Anyway, never mind. So I got that wrapped up, jumped in the shower, put on comfy schlumpy clothes, because I could, and then I went into work, and we moved some furniture around and sorted out the last few bits of the day. And I've lost my train of thought. And while I was in the kitchen, I looked at my phone, I pulled up Instagram, and there's a pattern. Julia's put a new pattern out for Christmas. It is called, I've forgotten, possibly Santa Quill. If I am wrong, I will write it along here. It's on the website now, longdogsamplers.com. It is only £4.50. I went straight to the website, I put it in my basket, I checked it out, and I downloaded it, and it was up on Pattern Keeper before I could blink. Yes. So, it is, I will put a picture of it here, because I'll have to screenshot it from the PDF, because I've not printed anything out. And I'll put a nice picture of it here. Those rabbits, oh, I love them. I've seen them before. Are they in the new normal? I've definitely seen them before, but yes, I have to stitch it right now, or I would have done if I'd done any bloody stitching. So, as soon as I looked at how many colours I need 2 colours. There is Snow, which is the rest of the skein of 3865 that I bobinated yesterday, because I like the creamy white versus the whitey white versus Blanc, because, you know, white's white, but it's not. This is the creamy white, much softer. And I knew I had to find a piece of fabric big enough, and I've used most of the gorgeous fabrics I have started projects on most of the gorgeous fabrics that I've been gifted. Something's bitten me. I've got 4 little bites on my arm. Can you see those? They're so itchy. Where have they come from? Ooh. Anyway, you're gonna really enjoy my start here. I got straight to it, obviously. Anyway, I had one piece left of beautiful fabric, and it is my only piece of Lakeside. And it's called Winter Sky, which, considering the scene, picture here, that it is, I think Winter Sky is perfect. And oh, my light's gone out. That's loosely how I'm feeling right now. Let's see if I can manage this. Where is my cable? Here is my cable. Okay. Oh, right. I may or may not have just unplugged. I've now unplugged my cable. I have both ends. That's not brilliant. Oh, where's the plugs? Right. Where did we decide it was? On the side? I think it's on the side. Oh, for God's sakes. Got it. Ah, now I'm blind. Ah. Oh, I looked right at it. That was really, really silly. Ow. Right, I can't see, literally, we can't see shit. Anyway, right, so I actually had to look to find my stitches then. So the Winter Sky, the Lakeside, it's 40 count. The holes are microscopic. I am reasonably tired. I have done 15 stitches, guys. You're thinking, oh, she's downloaded a new long dog. Obviously, it's half finished, because that's what she does, because it's big, but it's sparse. So it's one we can all knock out super quickly. And not many of the long dogs are only 450. They're usually about the £20 mark. So yes, I was like, I'm having that right now today. I'm going to go home and I'm going to stitch it in one night. Well, look guys, here it is. Sorry, I'm going to bring you up nice and close so you can see my 15 stitches, but not so close that you can't see that that stitch there is, I've gone over 3 threads on the top stitch there. Poo, that's going to have to come out. But look how beautifully fine this linen is. It is amazing. And it's beautiful. And it's tiny. And that is 1 strand over 2. And I am struggling to see the holes. And you know I can't use magnification because it makes me dizzy and gives me motion sickness sitting still, because that's just brilliant. So the colours I chose, because this is such a beautiful colour. And that's showing, you can definitely see its purple tone in it. So I've got 3865 and I've got a dear old Anchor 178. This is Anchor 178, which is a similarly toned but dark enough. I went right through the DMC I have in both my big boxes and I didn't see, I know this is the corresponding DMC that matches this will be in the bundle, the terrible bundle of threads that go with Snow Wizard. I say terrible bundle because they're literally, I'll show you, look. Here is the terrible bundle of threads. It's like the most wonderful Swiss roll you've ever seen, if you're like me and love stitching. Look, there's my Snow Wizard blues, and that colour's probably in there. What does it most resemble? Let's have a little look. Oh yeah, there they all are, look. There they all are. There's my Snow Wizard. There's my thread organisation, guys. Rolled up in my piece of fabric that I still haven't stitched anything on. It is... are they both? Right, it's the same tone as 792, but ever so slightly darker. Oh yes, you can see it's darker, but it's the same, it's in the same family. It's got one drop more purple and 1 drop more blue in it than this one has, but they're the same tone. Anyway, I shall roll my Swiss roll of wonderful blues up again. Now this was a wonderful piece of fabric that I hand dyed. It's been through the washing machine twice by accident, so although it was pretty colour fast, it is now paler than it was. I'm going to stitch a Nora Corbett on this. I'm going to stitch the clover fairy, white clover. I have the pattern, I have the beads, I haven't started it. Oh god, now I want to start that. Start everything before my new whip parade and then go, oh well, I only had 312 projects, but I started 27 projects yesterday, so you know, now I've got even more. I think I'm going to be near the 100 mark. 3 years ago, I had none. I didn't have cross stitch. Now I have all the cross stitch. Anyway, so I've got 178 and the creamy white, and that's what I'm going to stitch this piece on when my eyes work and when I'm not snoozing and napping and staring into space and watching telly. I think I'm powering down, I don't know. Anyway, so that's a long dog that's new out, which is fantastic. Also, while I was looking for my piece of Lakeside, because I knew I had that, I found this little scrap here, which I also hand dyed. Now there's a video down between last Flossmas and this Flossmas, somewhere in the middle there's an extra video where I dyed loads of bits of fabric, including the Swiss roll of blues and this piece, and because I was doing the blurple fabric for my Hawk Run Hollow. That's when I dyed my blurple, and there is a video where I basically tip dye all over everything, and I end up in a terrible mess and nearly dye the cat purple. So yes, there we go. And I think Clive's in it. I think Clive's meowing in that one. I'm so glad I have videos with Clive in. I'm so glad I started doing bloody floss tubes. It's just great. I love it. Anyway, yeah, this. Now on this, possibly that end there, this piece, I'm going to stitch my Barbara Anna winter freebie from the Four Seasons sale, because the Four Seasons ladies, because I found my code and I went on the website today. The website was Russian. I was pressing English and it kept going Russian. I found it, I put in my code, put in all my details and downloaded it, and it looks like this. Unless I only have a picture of the chart. I think I only have a picture of the chart. I'll see if I can find a picture of it. If I can, I'll put it here, because obviously I can't flash the chart up. It's really cute, and I'm going to start it ASAP. On this, I'm just going to stitch a bit of the old waste fabric on the sides, like that one, so that I can put it in my frame, because it's tiddly tiny and I can stitch in hand, but I really don't like to anymore. Excuse me. I much prefer it if I can stitch in the frame, because one, I can go a lot faster when I'm stitching. Can't believe I've done no stitching tonight. That's terrible. I was just being a bit snoozy and a bit dozy. Anyway, so yeah, I think I need to do some stitching now. I need to do something. Anyway, right, so I'm going to say goodbye for now. This is going to be long enough. Hope you like my little, what do you call them? Oh God, my words have gone. The Secret Santa dogs. I think they turned out all right. I think she could definitely see what they were. I can't see my fire tablet. Oh, poo. Right. I need to find my fire tablet, because I need to draw. Oh, my finish hasn't happened. They just took so much more of my day. I had to run Maddie into Brampton to my mum and dad's as well. which ate another big chunk out of my day. So I'm not quite fully finished. It's got its piece of plastic on it. I just need to turn the ends and stitch it and put the loop on. So I'm going to endeavour to get that done. I might actually try and do that tonight now, because it's, oh God, it's 20 to 11 already. I might not do anything. I might just go to bed. I've got to go to work tomorrow. Last day for 3 whole days. Woohoo! So we should have quite a quiet day tomorrow. It's going to be one of those, it's probably going to be one of those meh kind of days. But it will be what it is. It will be what it is. And it'll be fine, and then it'll be done, and then I'll be off for 3, and we'll have Christmas in the middle there. So where's my fire tablet gone? Oh, this is annoying. Right, you know what? I'm going to be more organised tomorrow. We're going to have like this big blitz at the end of Flossmas. I'm just going to be like, right, okay, everybody, hold tight. Here's the link for this video, and this and this and this and this, and I'll do it like that because I appear to be really disorganised right now. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully a bit earlier, hopefully with some stitching done. Right guys, I shall catch you tomorrow. Bye bye.